Good evening, everyone. And I must say thank you for having me here tonight. I invite you to travel back with me just a couple of years ago. I entered a local hospital emergency room. My body was swollen, and my breathing was becoming increasingly difficult. After hours of diagnostic tests and anxious worry, I was informed that I was in the early stages of congestive heart failure. Well, as a mother to a rather large, though tight-knit family of 8 grown children and 22 grandchildren, you can just imagine the mental and emotional ramifications that accompanied such a distressing and surprising diagnosis. How, I wondered. I was neither a drinker nor a smoker. I exercised. I ate well, maybe at times a little too well, but that's beside the point. Still, I wondered how. How could this happen? Quite probably, years of sustained unhealthy stress, along with years of inconsistent medical attention due to a lack of continuous health care. I had no health insurance. For many years, no health insurance. Evidently, all of this was taking their toll. Repeated financial struggles and challenges were not unfamiliar to our family. For several years, my husband, one of the hardest working men I know, often felt forced to go wherever the work was, however temporary. Traveling out of the state, up and down the East Coast to as far as Richmond, Virginia. In the winter, if you will, in the snow. Only to return here to extended periods of unemployment. As the economy spiraled, so did our circumstances, and my health deteriorated on so many levels. Then, about the first part of last year, stressed, distressed, and overwhelmed, I sought out the services of a local healthcare facility, only to be turned away, because they too were no longer opening their doors to anyone without healthcare insurance. Feeling dejected, rejected, I returned to my car in that parking lot that day, and I just sat and cried. My husband, totally bewildered as to what he could do to help, thought to call the 211 helpline, and thereby acquired a number that would eventually contribute to dramatic changes in my overall physical, emotional, and mental health. I entered the Orange Blossom Family Health Center that day, a fractured human being. But even before I walked in, I was introduced to a warm and caring and concerned voice over the phone. Evelyn, thank you so very much. She readily invited me into the center that very afternoon. Upon arriving, I found myself being cared for by a cohesive team of sincere individuals who worked hard to care and repair this fractured soul. Individuals like Pia Valvasori, Evelyn Luciano, and Sharon Karn always treated me with dignity and respect, making me feel that my expressions and my concerns were significant, important, and valid. Instead of talking down to me, through me, around me, over me, they talked with me. Caring eyes, they talked with me and informed me. Other individuals at this center that contributed to my positive experience there are Ida with the Patient Care Assistance Program, Janetta, Pharmacy, and Ricardo, supportive staff, Tina and Rosamond, medical supportive staff, of who never fail to present with friendly smiles and kind voices that could always put me at ease. There at Orange Blossom Family Health Center, with all the individual specialties and valuable programs, I became part of a care plan for overall care, resulting in the person that you see standing before you here today. And as for that earlier distressing diagnosis, well, as of this summer, I was given welcome news that I no longer show any signs of congestive heart failure. In conclusion, everyone, during a recent follow-up visit at the center, a young woman behind the window greeted me and then asked, "And how can I care for you today?" As I quickly reflected on the many positive experiences I had at the center, I thought to myself, what an appropriate and fitting invitation. Because as for me and my family, the Orange Blossom Family Health Center has truly proven to be a one-stop family wellness center. Thank you.